Alright, today's lesson, Pythagorean theorem, we've already started talking about our triangles. Right triangle, isosceles, scalene, we've covered all the basics. We've done a few of these, so let's do a few more. Solomon swims diagonally across his pool every day. If Solomon's pool is 4 meters wide and 16 meters diagonally across, how long is his pool to the nearest tenth of a meter? So you're going to use this theorem, but first I want you to start by drawing a picture. Based on this, what shape is the pool?
A rectangle.
Rectangle. We're going to start by drawing a very gorgeous rectangle there. It told you that diagonally was how long?
16 meters.
All right, and how wide?
4 meters.
4 meters wide. What is it we don't know? A, which is the length. So in the Pythagorean theorem, c squared equals
A squared plus B squared.
where C is the hypotenuse. Your pool is a rectangular shape, so there's your right angle. It's across from the right angle. Your A, length and height, base for B, that's going to be your width here. What is it we know to plug in?
16 meters.
Where? Alright, so I've got 16 squared. I haven't used it. Keep it.
Equals A squared plus 4 squared.
Alright. Now, I need to get rid, I want A by itself, so I need to get rid of, well, actually, what do I need to do first? I'm sorry.
You need to change it to a single number instead of square.
Right, get rid of the squared, so 16 squared is,
256.
we don't know what A squared is. What is 4 squared?
16.
Now, I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself, so we aren't using 256 yet. We haven't figured out what A is. Oops.
You
just rewrote.
Help me out.
Subtract
Subtract 16 from both sides. Let me erase that.
to
Get ahead of
240.
myself. So 256. I'll put it back.
Subtract 16. And you get
240.
equals A squared.
And this makes 0. Agreed?
Yes.
Yes.
So what do I do?
It's just square root.
I need to get rid of this, don't I? I
Yeah.
don't need it. Now, how do I get A by itself, get that squared off of it?
Square root.
The square root on
On
both
both
numbers.
numbers.
240 and A squared.
And you get
And you get 15 and a half meters.
And A squared, square root is A. So, there's where I got my meters. And you were asked to round to the nearest tenth. So the square root of 240 is 15 and a half meters, rounded to the nearest tenth. So we're moving on to number 6. Rosa has a picture frame that measures 12 by 18. What does this stand for?
Width.
Length times width. Okay, what shape is that?
A
square.
Rectangle.
Two different lengths, two different amounts.
Rectangle.
So you've got a rectangle. What is the diagonal distance across the frame? So what is it asking us to solve?
C squared.
The hypotenuse. Formula?
C squared plus A squared equals A squared plus B squared.
Alright, so we always copy it and then we plug in whatever. So what do you guys want to plug in? Where are we plugging it in at?
Under A squared we need 12.
Okay? So I don't know C, agreed?
Equals
So if I drop C squared,
plus
because this is A and this is B.
18 squared.
Alright, a little easier than that one. I still don't know what C is. What is 12 squared?
144.
What is 18 squared?
324.
What are the sum of these two?
468.
So C squared is
68.
468. And I still don't have C all by itself.
Square root it.
Square root it, both sides, keep it balanced.
21 and 6/10 meters. Inches.
Which is it?
Inches.
Inches. Okay. So C is 21 and 6/10 So it's 21 6/10 inches diagonally. All right, so again, if you can't see the pictures, follow along with the handout in class. Let's look on, oh, this is different than yours. Okay. Thank you, it's different than one I had in my hand.
You're welcome.
The carpenter is cutting a brace to keep a window frame square during installation. Okay? So they're wanting to make sure that the right angles are going to stay the same and that they're not going to collapse or change the measurement. It's going to have a perfect right angle. What is the length of the brace? Now, a window frame needs to be a perfect right angle in the corners all the way around. Your brace, what else could you refer to it as?
The hypotenuse.
The hypotenuse, or C. What is this?
B.
Now, what is this side?
A.
A, but measurement-wise, what is it?
30 inches.
Right, because if this is 36, this is 36. And if this is 30,
That's 30.
A is 30. Okay, you do get to use a calculator, and then when you're done, round to the nearest tenth. So what will I start with?
Formula.
C squared equals A squared plus B squared.
Okay, let's fill in what you know. Do you know C? No.
Bam.
That's what we're solving for. What am I plugging in for A?
30
squared.
Right. A is 30. Drag down the squared. We haven't squared it yet. B is
36 squared.
all right, so square that off. You don't have these on your memorization list. So what do you get for 30 squared?
900.
And 36 squared?
1,000.
1,000 and what?
296.
All right. I need the sum of the two of these.
2,196.
What?
Wait, never mind.
2,196.
Yes, correct. That's what she said. 2,196. Okay. If I added 1,000 of this, I'd get 2,296. Agreed? And this is 100 less than 1,000, so I just subtract 100 off. That makes sense for mental math? I need the square root on both sides.
46 and 9/10 inches.
46
Yes.
and 9/10 inches. Very good. Take a minute. I want you to solve this one. A 52-foot cable reaches the top of a pole to a point on the ground that is 40 feet from the base. So you've got base, ground, there's your feet. Talks about where it's located. You want to know how tall the pole is. Draw a picture first.